So, hello, it's Petri from Dreammaker again. I wanted to share an interesting lesson today about the law of attraction. And the lesson is, why do 90% of the businesses fail in the first 5 years? And in the second 5 years, why do 90% of those 10% fail as well? And we'll also talk about the rule of success, which is the 80-20 rule. But just bear with me, I'll just get down to the secret headquarters and I'll share that with you, okay? So welcome to my secret headquarters. So this is where I get all my clients, okay? You know, my biggest challenge in my 15 years of business was getting more clients, okay? And last week I did some research on Forbes that said that 90% of businesses, they fail within the first 5 years. And out of those 90 businesses, only 10% succeed in the following 5 years, okay? So the odds are really tough for making it in business. But what I also figured out is that 80% of business owners, they believe that strategy and processes are the only thing that they need to do in business to build a successful business. You know, I do agree to a certain level, but there is a missing piece in this puzzle. For example, if you go to udemy.com, you can find 3,880 courses about marketing that teach you how to get more clients. And the price is, $10, yeah? And anyone can afford it. You can't have that as an excuse. So my question is, if strategy and processes and tactics are the answer and the only thing that matter, then why do 90% of all businesses fail in the first 5 years? Okay? And here are the top reasons according to CBI. No market need is 42%, run out of cash 29%, poor product 17%, poor marketing 14%, they lose focus 13%, and 8% they burn out, okay? And I mean, I spent 7 years doing strategy, tactics and processes, and my business failed over and over and over again. So the question is, what do those guys in the top 10% know that the other 90% don't know? You know, did they get lucky? You know, did they accidentally fall into the right product? Was it the right place at the right time? Some people perhaps fall into that small category there, but definitely not all of us, yeah? So the other 10% who went on to create businesses that are still operating today, 10, 15, 20 years later, they had that missing piece of the puzzle, okay? And for example, they were willing to be different, you know, and unique. So think about Apple, for example, yeah? They were decisive. Think about Steve Jobs again. And Ford, you know, who built the Ford Motor Company. And they were also courageous. You know, think about Richard Branson building businesses to go into space. And they were determined and visionary. You know, think about Elon Musk, who built PayPal. And he didn't even know if the internet was gonna survive its early phase, you know. And the missing piece of the puzzle is mindset, okay? So Jay Abraham, who was a business client of mine, had a business with 15,825 clients, and you know, we were having this meeting and he asked me if I had seen the movie The Secret, and I told him I watched that movie 60 days in a row and that stuff doesn't work. I was really pissed off at him even for asking that question, yeah? I mean, I was in a state where I was just about to file for bankruptcy. I mean, I earned about $3,000 in 2009. And his answer was, it does work, yeah? And I said, okay, great. And then he asked me, would you like to learn how to become rich? I mean, I had already lost hope about business, but of course I said yes. But in my head I was thinking, yeah, right, you know, it's not gonna happen. I've already tried for 7 years. Why would it happen now? Yeah. But of course, I wished for it more than anything. Yeah. And he didn't teach me much, but he taught me how to visualize, how to feel, and how to think intentionally. I was thinking, I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Yeah. Probably just another person who is trying to get me in the wrong direction or something like that. You know, I was thinking those rich bastards, you know, always keeping their secrets to themselves, you know. Anyway, what happened was that I stopped doing any kind of sales or marketing activities, strategies, or processes or tactics. I mean, I did nothing except for visualize and feel and think in the next 30 days. And I didn't have a website for my business. I didn't have a phone. I couldn't afford one. It broke. Yeah. I only had my old slow laptop and my free Skype account. Yeah. So talking about trusting in the unseen forces here, right? I mean, I had nothing. You know, no money, no budget, no strategy, no tools. You know, and the bad news is that nothing happened. Okay. For the first 4 weeks, nothing happened, nothing at all. Except for that I felt better than I had ever felt in my whole life. There was like a buzzing going on inside of me, you know? And I'm just getting excited thinking about it, you know? And now I just want to ask you, do you really want to know what happened after this process? Because, you know, the story continues for a few more months, but I can't tell you the whole story.